Good morning. After completing generalization of Ampere's circuital law and displacement current, the next article is Maxwell's equations. There are four important equations in electromagnetism. These four important equations in electromagnetism are known as Maxwell's equations. These Maxwell's equations are written in differential form. Let me write these Maxwell's equations here. First one, Maxwell's equations. The four important equations in electromagnetism are known as Maxwell's equations. These equations in differential form are written here. Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, equation 4. Let us see what is equation 1. Divergence of D or del dot D is equal to rho. This is Maxwell's first equation. What is this equation? Differential form of Gauss law in electrostatics. Differential form of Gauss law in electrostatics. Come to the second Maxwell's equation. Divergence of B is equal to del dot B is equal to 0. Equation number 2. This is differential form of Gauss law in magnetostatics. First equation, differential form of Gauss law in electrostatics. Second equation, differential form of Gauss law in magnetostatics. Come to the third one. Curl E is equal to del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T. Equation number 3. This is differential form of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Del cross A or curl A is equal to minus dou B by dou T is differential form of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. And the fourth one is curl H is equal to del cross H is equal to J plus ZD. That is nothing but J plus dou D by dou T. And what is this? This is generalization of Ampere's circuital law, or this is the Maxwell's modification to Ampere's law. These four equations are known as Maxwell's equations. These are backbone of electromagnetism, electrodynamics. Let us come to first equation. This D is known as electric displacement vector. This D is known as electric displacement vector. This is measured in volt per meter square. D is electric displacement vector. It is measured in volt per meter square. Rho, it is the charge density. Charge density is measured in the unit of voltage per meter cube. Rho, charge density, it is measured in the unit of volt per meter cube. Let us come to the second equation. B, it is magnetic induction. B is magnetic induction. It is measured in Weber per meter square. B is magnetic induction. It is measured in Weber per meter square. Come to the third equation. E is the electric field intensity is electric field intensity, and this E is measured in volt per meter. E is electric field intensity, it is measured in volt per meter. H, it is intensity of magnetic field or magnetic field intensity. H is intensity of magnetic field or magnetic field intensity, and this is measured in ampere per meter turn. H is magnetic field intensity or intensity of magnetic field. It is measured in ampere per meter turn. Okay. So, these are the 4 important equations in electromagnetism, in electrodynamics, and we call these equations as Maxwell's equations. These Maxwell's equations are mathematical nature of various experimental outcomes. These Maxwell's equations are mathematical expressions or mathematical relations for various experimental observations. If we go to first equation, as I told, this is differential form of Gauss law in electrostatics. This Gauss law, divergence of D or del dot D is equal to rho, is in turn derived from the Ohm's law. It is in turn derived from the Ohm's law. What is meaning of electrostatics? The electric field developed, various electric properties studied when the charges are at rest. Whenever we discuss various electric parameters, when the charges are at rest, that branch of physics is known as electrostatics. Okay, and therefore Maxwell's first equation is related to electrostatics. It is in turn derived from Ohm's law. Second one, divergence of B or del dot B is equal to 0. As I told, this is also differential form of Gauss law in magnetostatics. What is this magnetostatics? Magnetostatics is the branch of physics in which various magnetic properties are discussed, various magnetic parameters are discussed when the current producing the magnetic field is steady state current. Whenever steady state current is producing the magnetic field, and if we study various parameters related to this magnetic field, that branch of physics is known as magnetostatics. This second Maxwell's equation is generally used to explain, to describe that two isolated magnetic poles are never possible in our physical world. Whenever we consider a magnet, you know, it is having two poles, north pole and south pole. If we cut this magnet into two magnets, we further find that each of these two magnets have north pole as well as south pole. Actually, you can cut a single magnet into large number of magnets, and you will find that every piece of the magnet is having the south pole and north pole. It means that it is not possible in our physical world to isolate these two poles from each other. We cannot have a magnetic material having only north pole. We cannot have a magnetic material having only south pole. Whenever we have a magnet or a magnetic material, it is always having two poles, north pole as well as south pole. There is impossible to separate these poles from each other. It is impossible to isolate these poles from each other. To describe this thing, to verify this thing, Maxwell's second equation is used, and therefore we call this equation as differential form of Gauss law in magnetostatistics. When we come to third one, curl E or del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T. This is corresponding to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. There was one complete chapter on electromagnetic induction you studied last year in I think paper number 4. You know what is this Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction? There are two various types of inductions, self-induction and mutual induction. Whenever an EMF is induced in a circuit because of changes in current in the same circuit, that type of induction of EMF is known as self-induction or self-induced EMF. If we have two nearby circuits which are not in electrical contact with each other, we have one circuit, second circuit, these two circuits are nearby each other, but these two are electrically isolated from each other. If current is changing in this circuit, then EMF is induced in the nearby circuit. If current is changing in the nearby circuit, the EMF is induced in this circuit. This way of induction of EMF is known as mutual induction. Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction is related with this type of inductions, self-induction and mutual induction. Okay, and in differential form, this law is written as equation number 3, that is curl E or del cross E is equal to minus dou B by dou T. Come to the fourth one. We will discuss this. The last article we talked about generalization of Ampere's law and displacement current. As we studied that the Ampere's law in its original form, could not be applied to time varying fields. It is not possible to apply the Ampere's law in its original form. What is the original form? This is the original form. Or you may have this also the original form. Both are same. Both equations are same. This is the original form of the Ampere's law. In this original form, the Ampere's law is applicable only to steady fields, is only applicable to time independent fields. If you want to apply this law to time varying fields, it fails to account for time varying fields, and therefore Maxwell suggested modification to Ampere's circuital law. We call this modification as generalization of Ampere's circuital law or generalization of Ampere's law, and this generalization, this modification of Ampere's law is in terms of the displacement current dou d by dou t. Displacement current dou d by dou t is as effective in producing the magnetic field as the displacement current density vector J. We have seen all these things in the last article, and therefore these four equations are very important when we talk of electromagnetism or electrodynamics. As I told, the Maxwell equations are mathematical forms or mathematical relations of various experimental observations. These equations cannot be directly verified. These can be applied to various problems in macroscopic world, and validity of these equations may be verified when these are applied to various problems in macroscopic physics. We can verify applications of Maxwell's equations to various problems, and then we may come to know that these laws are verified, not directly. By applying to various problems, we may verify the Maxwell's equations. Maxwell's equations are generally applied principally in the form of momentum conservation. Principally, when Maxwell equations are applied to various problems, are applied to various events taking place in magnetism, in electromagnetism, these equations can be applied, and these are applied in the form of the observation of momentum. This is the principal use for application of Maxwell's equations to various problems in electromagnetism. This is about the general idea of Maxwell's equations. So here we complete the article Maxwell's equations. I wrote the four important electromagnetic equations which we call Maxwell's equations, and I have also explained what are different physical quantities used in these Maxwell's equations, units for measurement of these various parameters in these Maxwell's equations, and something more about these Maxwell equations. Hope you got it. Thank you.